สวัสดีค่ะ Hello guys. My name is Marty from Thailand, from Bangkok, Thailand. Okay. I created this video just to what I want to share with you guys how the Southeast Asian person study the tarot cards, and also at the same time I would be very appreciated if you guys can give me some opinion or what you have used in your spread or what your experience, so we can share each other on the cards. I really have a passion and I want to improve my reading. That's why I try to create a video so that I can receive the opinions, and at the same time I can get the wider experience from talking to the tarot readers all over the world. Okay, so please excuse me if sometimes my English is not so clear, so you can write me the question, or if you don't listen to me clearly, you can ask me in the comment in the section below. All right, because sometimes it's not my native language, so but I really want to try to share with you. Okay, so today I'm going to share the meaning of the Fool. The Fool is the number 0 on the major arcana. So in here, what I have studied is there are many meaning for the Fool when they comes up on the spread. For example, number 1, when it comes up on the cards, it means the new beginning, something you are like never had experience before, and it's very new to you. And for example, like when we when somebody asks about their job, and then the Fool comes up, and I can know, or I can feel that maybe this person has to experience new thing, or he or she has to do something new, and they should be very creative, or they should think outside the box. The I mean, like the opinion or what they are going to do must not like what can I say? It's not. It should be something new that is not similar to other person idea. All right, it should be brand new idea. And sometimes maybe some people will think of you like very crazy idea, but to see that his job or his idea will be good or bad, so we can notice from the surrounding cards if there is the pentacle, especially the good pentacle, so we can predict that their idea or their creative ability or their plans will be successful because it will bring money. All right, but if the surrounding card is like show up in very negative ways, maybe this idea is not going to work well. So there is not only the cards we can interpret, but we have to notice from the surrounding cards also. All right, and the next meaning is like the freedom. So if the Fool appear, and then that person is looking for a job, and they asking like when can I get a job, and this card appear, so maybe I can say that maybe you have to be like you have a free you will have a lot of free time, you will not get a job yet. So actually when the surrounding card is in negative, maybe they will not get a job soon. All right, and the other meaning is like their personality. A person with the Fool personality is very funny, and very, how can I say, like we are very happy to be hang out with such kind of persons. And the Fool, a person with the Fool personality, they don't like something that is like sad, or like a burden, or like something that is like not fun, because they like to be like an entertainer, or like they can make people laugh, and they can make people who's hang out with them like feel very happy, and the personality is like a like a fun to hang out with this kind of persons, with the full personality. The next one is like if a person comes up and asking for if I becomes a YouTuber, will I be famous? Will I be successful? If the fool comes up with this question, it means that that person will be successful with some entertainment or become the YouTuber or the social media, any kind of social media. He will be well known. But here I was taught by my mentor that the most famous cards that appear is the sun. The second one is the star, and the third one is the high priestess and the fool. So if you get the fool or the high priestess, and if you're asking about doing the entertainment job, so you can share the market, even though you are not the most famous, but you will be famous in your own group. You will be famous on some community, but it's recognized as successful and famous also, with the fool coming up and asking about doing the social media or entertainment job. All right. And the next meaning about the fool when it comes to the love reading. If you are dating a fool or a guy with the fool cards, it means maybe you are not going to have a commitment yet, because this kind of guy or this kind of girl, they enjoy their freedom. They're not going to be stay with one person for a long time. If you are dating them and you are trying to get them to get commitment, and by asking them when you can get married with me, or when we can settle down, the fool or those person maybe just disappear from your life. All right. So if you happen to date with a fool, so you will have some fun, but you cannot own him. Okay. So the other meaning is asking about the job. Okay. A person who can do the occupation as the fool is a job that requires traveling, or an entertainer, or maybe you work in a traveling agency, or maybe you are stewardess, or the job that require to travel, or some entertainment occupation like the musician, or maybe movie star, or maybe a comedian, or those kind of job who can perform and make people laugh. Okay, that and they can be successful with their job also, with the fool, right? And the other meaning, if I can recall, is when you open the cards for a person, and there's a lot of negative cards coming up. For example, the death, the what can I say, the hangman's, 10 swords, 9 swords, and then there's the fool come up with this kind of negative meaning. So it means that those person, even though they are facing a very difficult situation, but they can get away with it because they have positive thinking. So they will just laugh and try to move on. But if those person who have negative cards and there is no the fool cards coming up, maybe those person will end up in a very bad situation, and they can become depressed, or maybe end up in the bad decision. All right. So if you have the fool, is it can mean positive thinking. Okay. And when it comes to the health, if you are asking about the health, it means like you have to be careful for tripping or falling down, and you be careful with your bones. Maybe you have broken bones, or you have to be careful when you walk. You have to know where you go, because the fool, as you can see in the picture, is like they don't care whether the in front is like the cliff or something. They can fall down, but they have no fear, right? So it may becomes like legless. So you have to be careful when the maybe it's like a small kind of accident. Maybe you fall down and hurt yourself. Okay, just not so serious. Okay, so this is all the meaning of the fool I can recall right now, and sometimes I find those meanings when I also use those meaning when I read for the Real Inquirer also, and it come up, or the inquirer give me the feedback, and he said it's okay, you are right. So that's why I have a confidence to share with you, because I have some experience when I read for my customers. So I hope this video may be useful, more or less. All right, and if you have another meaning you have been experienced, so I will be really appreciated if you share with me in the section below. Okay, so let's see you in the next cards. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. สวัสดีค่ะ